In this video, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your front turn signals on your Infiniti JX35 and QX60 to LED bulbs. It'll cover all the processes that you'll need, including adding in resistors and everything. And this is right now on Nexus Auto. Need to get this job done. Well, this is all you'll need here. You'll do need a flathead screwdriver, pliers of some sort, something with a little bit of a wider head and a needle nose may not work best. A resistor. You'll need 2 resistors and 4 of these plugs, or you can splice into the wiring. You'll see that in a bit. LED bulb and some electrical tape. So to do that, the easiest way is to just get access into here. So if you look under here, you'll see the plug there. And there's one, where's the other one? Right there. So, and there's going to be one back here, which unfortunately mine is actually missing. But to get to that one, to get all of them, you just need to get the flathead screwdriver. Get a cloth if you don't want to damage the finish on the paint for the ones in here. And you're just going to pry them up, just so you can lift this aside and get access. Alright, so you're going to go here and you're just going to take your screwdriver. You're going to go right into the clip right there. You see it, I don't know if you can see it well enough. You're just going to go into the lip and just pull up while pulling on this. You're just going to use this to pry the clip out of there. And then over here, same idea, you lift up here. Just going to put the screwdriver in. Same thing, and you're just going to pull up while you lift. As you can see now, this will just come out fairly freely. Oh, there's a little plug here. You can just pull that right out. That just goes back in after, very easy. You can just lift that aside. Now, if you're wondering how to take out this one here, I'll show you on the other side. So this is the driver's side here. You just take your flathead. There you go. And you just kind of pry it. Until it comes right out. You pull out like that. See? That's what should be on the other side. I'm missing one, unfortunately, but you get the idea. Passenger side, because you do have the washer fluid spout here, you do have to pop that off and this will just come right out. Do make sure, of course, that there's no fluid in here when you do this, otherwise it's going to spill. So just make sure it's all clear. It clears down there, not too far. If you look down, you'll see it. I don't know if you can see the connection right there. So again, you just grab your flathead. Same type of clip that was on the side of the panel. You just lift that out and pull that, kind of twist and pull. Would be a good idea to take a cloth and put it in there, just because you don't want anything to go inside the washer fluid. I'll show you. You can see now it's just an opening right there. That's where this plugs into. And now with this, you can get access to all the bulbs. Any bulbs you want to change in the back. So, as you can see, the bulb is located right in here. That's where your turn signal is located. It's right at the top right there. So you have to reach in, around back. This is where you remove the washer fluid. And you just go here and twist. Pull that right out. And you're just going to take the bulb, you're going to push down and turn, and it'll take it right out. And then you grab your LED bulb. Now, if you look at the way these line up there, they're a little off center, so there's only one way this bulb can go in. So you just line it up however it can go in, which is like that. Push down and twist. That's it. Alright, so just like when you install most common LEDs for turn signals or anything like that, you do need to put the resistor in to stop the fast flash. If you ever put on the turn signal with the car on, you may see it flash really quickly. That's because you need to put the resistor in that kind of balance everything out. I will tell you that actually when I did put these in, I did test it out and it didn't always fast flash. So if you put it in and it doesn't fast flash, you think, oh, it's fine, don't worry. Still put the resistor in. You will need it because it will fast flash eventually. So to do that, now you're just going to put this down here If you want, you could take the bulb out. I did put the bulb out initially. I'm just going to put it down. Then we're going to get our resistor ready. First by getting these ready here, because on each wire, this has to go on. So we're just going to kind of separate it just a bit. And we're going to put one on each wire. Now I suggest trying to put it in a way that's easy, so that way when you have to feed the actual resistor wires in here, see the one side's capped and one side's not. The side that's not capped is what goes on the wire. The side that's capped is where this feeds into. And you want to make sure that's easy to do when you're actually putting it all together. So you want to make sure that when you're putting this on, it'll just be easy to get to, set it up correctly. So we're just going to feed that right through here. There you go. And so with that there, I'm going to feed the first wire in for the resistor, like here. And then we're going to clamp that right over. Now, if you look, you'll see that little piece of metal that sticks out there. Before I clamp it, just grab the pliers, and you're going to squeeze that to get the wire to feed in. So actually, just make sure I've set that correctly. There we go. And then we're just going to grab the pliers and just pinch it. As you can see now, it's all the way in. And we pull the resistor wire and make sure it's nice and snug. And then we just fold that over. And then you do the same for this side here. Okay, so as you can see now, I've attached the resistor that's on here now, and it's attached to both wires. Now, it is worth noting that for this, that when you are putting these on, I like to offset them a bit because I want to put some electrical tape around there. And if they're side by side, even if they're lower down, it does make it kind of tight. So by offsetting it a bit, it will make it easier to put some electrical tape around it. Also, it goes without saying, you know, especially on this side of the car, you're working where the battery is, so you have the negative and positive terminals. Do be cautious if you're putting anything down or anything, that you're not accidentally bridging the terminals. Bad things happen if you do that. Just want to point it out, just in case. So, but this is all set here now, so I'm just going to tape these up. I'm not going to bother to record that, and we'll just move forward from there. So now they're all taped up, ready to go. And the wire is on, resistors are all there ready. So now it's just a matter of putting the bulb back in. Now, if you want to take the extra time to fix the resistor somewhere in there, let's say somewhere on a panel that's safe in there, by all means go ahead. I tend to just let them hang. That's just the way I do things with them. They don't seem to cause an issue. They do get hot, but not hot enough to do any type of real damage to anything other than maybe some plastics. Just make sure it's clear of plastics. So when you're just putting the bulb in now, make sure you get it in the right spot, put it in and twist, and you're all done. It'd be good at this point to do a quick test, turn on the bulb, and just make sure everything works. And if you're wondering what that looks like, that's just a regular bulb there. And that's the LED there. So now that we're all done, it's just putting everything back together in reverse. So you're going to take your nozzle, you're going to go right here. You're going to feed that into that opening. Try and make sure when you're feeding it in, you're lining up that hole. Just kind of wiggle it till it kind of clicks in. I don't know if you heard it, but it'll make a thunk, and it's clicked in, ready to go. And then you just take the same type of clip here. Make sure this plug is pulled out, because when it pushes in, it spreads it. So you want to make sure it's pulled out so it's not spreading. So just took a little bit of squeezing. You had to use my other hand, but just squeeze the clip in and push it in there, and then you just pop that in. And now this is now secured once again. And now you put everything back together, and that's just a matter of just taking these, lining them right back up. So line this one up here and push down, and then line this one up here and push down. And then you just take this here, it's just flexible rubber, and you just kind of loop it over this little clip here, or you could just take the clip right out actually, and just feed that right back through. Like that. Now I'm going to show you on the driver's side again. If you have this clip here that goes on the side, which is kind of right behind there, that little groove. Same thing over here. You just bring this up, you line up the hole, push this in and kind of make sure it goes into the hole there. Let's see. There we go. There, it's in, clip, and you're good. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope this video has helped you out here today. Now let's go through some of the YouTube stuff, shall we? Don't forget to like and subscribe if this video has helped you out. And if you want to see my future videos, I try and put out one at least once a week. Make sure to hit notifications as well, just so you can get those videos. On the flip side to that, if you didn't like the video for whatever reason and you do dislike it, not a problem. Feel free to leave it in the comments of why you disliked it, whether it be something I did wrong, whether it's something you didn't like in the video. By all means, just let me know so I can keep making the best content possible. It's kind of the whole point of it, so make sure to do that. Speaking of the comments, if you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to add on, anything you see you can do better, anything that maybe you add on and it actually is worse, whatever it is, feel free to leave it in the comments. Nothing wrong with that. I always try and answer whenever I can. It may not be the same day, next day, whatever, but I try and answer all comments, so make sure to leave that as well. Once again, I want to thank you very, very much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.